Alright, welcome to a full day of eating video. It's been a while since we've done this, and I feel now like I'm inspired to be doing it, but to be honest, I was like, okay man, I'm going to do an epic intro, but I didn't really manage to do it because the only thing that I'm going to cut up is one tomato, so yeah, let's keep to the real thing. As I've been talking about earlier in one of my videos, the key to my diet is volume, volume, volume. So I'm a really hungry person in general, and I have really high activity levels, so my hunger is always going to be there. So for me to be cutting is kind of difficult, as it is for everybody, obviously. But just to make it a bit more easier, I'm eating a lot of veggies, what do you call this? Man, my head is like... My head was so gone right now. Dude. Mushrooms, yeah, mushrooms. So canned mushrooms is just a really good thing to have available when you're dieting. Same with here, you can see my what I'm making here is a lot of spinach, tomato, and this box here of mushrooms. So it's going to be like 250 grams of vegetables right there, going to fill your stomach up and just make you satisfied. That was meal one right in the background there. I'm going to enjoy this over a really nice and simple Netflix series. Currently watching Peaky Blinders. Really recommend it just to chill out before a really good training session. So we're not going to show you guys the training session actually. We are going to skip right into the one and only lunchtime, which is one of my smaller meals, but still a creative meal. So lunch is happening next. On to this next meal, which is going to be lunch. Lunchtime, I'm not really the most hungry. My hunger is higher on the morning and at the evenings. So at lunchtime, I usually go for something plain and simple, but I'm going to go on a field trip with my buddy afterwards, so we're going to use some hours there. Therefore I have to fill myself up a little bit more than I usually do. So we're going to stick to 350 grams of cod. And the reason why I'm eating cod this early in this prep, which is, I think it's really unusual to do, but I set myself a goal when I were starting this diet, that I want to look really good on the outside, but as well as at the inside, mainly because I think a lot of people that are competing in fitness, of course you look really good like outside, and people be like, man, you work for this, but many people may be looking like dirty on the inside, mainly because of a high amount of bad food choices, at the same time just a lifestyle that isn't it's not obtainable. So and as well as, I think fitness is not really the most healthy thing to do, but at the same time I just want to make it as healthy as possible. So therefore I wanted to do like eat fish at least once a day. So yeah, at the same time people may be like, man, why aren't you eating salmon or red fish? Mainly because red fish will give you, it's quality food, don't get me wrong here, but at the same time, with the calories that I have at the moment, it's more enjoyable for me throughout the day to pick higher volume foods, because I get more food in the volume from white fish rather than red fish at the moment. So 100 grams of salmon is around 200 calories, and for that same amount you get around 250 grams of white fish, which is a big difference. So therefore I'm making that choice at the moment, and it works out for me because I'm a big fan of cod. So let's go to the meal. Really creative camera angle here, but at the same time I'm going to have some sweet potato with the white fish, which is my favorite carbohydrate source. So let's go. Meal number 2, better known as lunch in my head. So, lunchtime. Look at this. This is a big meal. You already, guys, the macros for this as well, really solid. Doesn't it, like, I just don't get it how people make dieting so complicated, because it doesn't really have to be this complicated. But I'm going to enjoy this meal now. I'm going to relax in his sofa in his baggy t-shirt, just watch some YouTube and just relax, because I really feel like that. I'm feeling so fatigued after the workout. We're also going to sip on his flavored water, actually, which is something I drink a lot of liquids, like flavored water or regular water, or some sugar-free diet sodas as well. It's keeping me on track as best as possible. But recently I've been cutting back on diet sodas and only drinking flavored water. It's a good, like, it's something that works for me, but at the same time it's something about having that Pepsi Max or Coke Zero just to fill up your day and to have something to look forward to. So probably going to buy more of that for this weekend, actually. So trying to limit myself and only drink sodas, diet sodas on the weekends. It doesn't really matter too much, I don't think. But at the same time, as I mentioned earlier, to clean up your body from the inside as well. And yeah, it's something that works for me. So cheers. Oh man, that lunch tasted so good. But I'm a big sucker for desserts. So for dessert we have a Greek yogurt, protein-rich yogurt with a lot, or 30 grams of raspberries and 1 rice cake on 5 grams. And then, as lazy as I am, I just blend it in the box and eat the yogurt straight from the box. So it's 200 calories. It's really damn worth it, and it gives me that little bit of pleasure, you know. I'm not really a person who craves anything, but at the same time I really enjoy having something sweet after dinner and after lunch and after everything, actually. So this is just my big kind of guilty pleasure. But at the same time, you can have guilty pleasures and pleasure them while you're on a diet. What? Is it even possible? Yes, it is. Okay, so we have to talk about this meal. 4 rice cakes, 2 eggs. and some really light mayo. Okay, so I have to keep my fat levels up as well because I'm really bad at eating enough fat throughout the day. So at the end of the day, I always have, so like my goal is to have like 56 grams of fats throughout the day, but I always end up around 30 to 40 grams, which is way too low. So I try to eat more eggs, eat more avocados and so on and so on. So yeah, this meal kind of helps me there to just achieve that fat goal as well. So enjoying this, then I'm going to go on a mountain hike, then I'm going to get back home here and I'm going to make myself what I want to say my favorite meal, because I eat it every single day as I do with all of these meals, but I really enjoy it and I'm never getting tired of it. And yeah, just skip to the next meal then because it's a full day of eating. Moving on, we are back home, finished up. Okay, so this is a fun fact. It's a fun fact because this today, on the 11th of July, was my first time swimming in Norway in 2019, which is really crazy actually. The summer hasn't been good at all, and you know, it's just been a really disappointing summer. So my first time bathing in Norway this summer. That's crazy actually. 11th of July, man, that's crazy. But moving on to the next meal, we are going to make ourselves some chicken salad. So I'm a really creative guy. I'm a smart person. I like to think at least. So I've already prepped my chicken. I have 200 grams here and 200 grams here. We are going to make both of these today because tomorrow I'm going to be on work, so I have to prep some food for that. But at the same time, I'm going to prep some food for today when I'm going to make myself a really good and lovely chicken salad, which you guys are going to see in 1 minute now. Example, here is the salad bowl I'm going to have. We're also going to add chicken in when it's prepped done. So yeah, it's just a plain simple salad bowl. You know, it doesn't have to be that complicated. I just make I have some spinach, green kale, and I cut up some tomatoes, and then I put in the chicken in it. So yeah, it's a really good and healthy snack for your body. There we go. So okay, life hack here, guys. Life hack for the guys who doesn't like to make food. Put the chicken into the oven and not cook it. Put it in the oven and let it go in the shower, do something else, do some work, do some reading, watch the Netflix or whatever you want to do, and just let the meal get finished by itself. It's just a life hack, you know, and it makes everything so much easier, especially if you don't like to make food. For me, for example, I'm a really big fan of making food, so it doesn't matter for me, but it's also convenient just to do some work while your food is prepping in the oven rather than standing there and cooking it yourself. So we're going to enjoy this bowl of a delicious chicken salad, and then I'm going to show you guys the last meal of the day, which is going to be a delicious affair. Whoa, what a day it's been. It's been a so long day. I've been doing a lot of things today. I have a really long workout, I have a really long mountain hike with my friend, and now we have another meal. So you can see I have a lot of meals, you know. 2,100 calories on today's video. I think that is a really good diet day for me. The video that I show you guys today, that you can see my different meals, And at the same time, this is like my structure at the moment. I'm having these routines, the same meals, the same things every single day. But it works out completely fine for me because at the end of the day I have this oatmeal bowl to look forward to. And man, I love the oatmeal. So I'm going to try to enjoy this meal, just relax a bit. And I'm feeling so sleepy even though it's so light outside now in Norway. It's crazy. But I'm feeling so tired and I just want to eat food. I'm going to sip on my flavored water. 9 liters of liquid into the body for today, which is crazy. And yeah, we're just going to end the video here actually. I don't have too much more to talk about. But I want to say a big thank you for watching this video. I appreciate it. And we speak again real soon again. Goodbye.